Electronic Revolution TV broadcast.
e-rev, applied directly to the forehead. e-rev, applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor-to-head related injuries. View at your own risk.
Hello, thank you for joining us again here on e-rev.tv, where we're covering the Nation Voice $10,000 CVOP Playoff Championship tonight. I am joined by my guest caster. Very grateful to see Garrett from Chicago Chimera here to help give us some insight. Thanks for coming along, Garrett.
Word to your mother.
Yeah, that'd be the Fresh Prince Garrett on co-caster opportunities here tonight. My main man, Joe, made a work in the video. Let's see if he can give us a little hello.
Hey everyone.
Thanks for coming along, Joe. My favorite man here. We need you to get through tonight as we will be covering the lower brackets of the CVOP tournament. Carolina Core versus the LA Complexity out here on DE-Dust 2. Lower bracket first round finals. We're seeing Carolina Core and Complexity. Is that something that's expected a little bit strange, Garrett, tonight? I didn't see these guys already fighting to see who gets thrown out of the tournament so soon.
Yeah, it is a little surprising to see, really. You have Complexity, who was arguably like the best team in the world for Source, really. And as you can see, when I first joined the server, or when the Complexity, I think it was Zet, when you joined the server, you saw like the record right there. You can see it right now: 18-1, 18-1, 18-1 in the last 3 seasons. And this season, they're I think 8-6, which is unheard of. And they're not playing too well this season, and it shows right now as in the lower bracket. But Core, I'm very surprised to see. They've had a good season, but Org had no support last match, and they just got rolled over. Like when they not rolled over, but they didn't play nearly as well as they should have.
Yeah, we can always invoke, you know, the Team Devour.
Here comes the B squeeze. Whenever you see Devour and B tunnel, this is cue for a B squeeze.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing Devour trying to pick over on the box at that top of B right now. Torres is actually all the way on top of A, all the way by himself, while Fraud gives him a nice off-head shot. But they are working that B squeeze, so we're going to deceive to see some shots out of Zet here. Devour does pick up an off-kill on Rambo right now in the first round of these lower bracket finals. We're going to see the bomb on Daft. He's worked into the B bomb site, going to try to get a plant down. Zet's in the window, you know he's going to rush straight through there. Gets picked up by Devour as Devour gets off-head shot. Warden, Zet, that's the third kill this round as he picked up Rambo at the beginning of it here. Bomb is down. Looks like they're in steady position to save this round. Looks like a pretty good B squeeze as we had the only member Ned from Torres worked his way all the way up onto that short A and got killed by Fraud, but that was enough for Devour to get the pick on Rambo at the beginning of the round, Garrett.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily the B squeeze as I thought it was, but usually whenever you see Devour go in B tunnel and try to pick B, it usually either means that they're hitting B or they're squeezing B. He's never there, usually. But Very good round by Corey. Devour caught Rambo not in the greatest of positions. I'm not sure if Rambo was offing or not, but I think he might have been. And as I was watching, I saw a little Dasso without some smokes there. Look, he got a kill on Storm exiting, trying to save his gun. But right now, see, as you can tell, Devour, no one's going to beat Tom right now, so this is an obvious A hit. And Complexity needs to play a lot better than that round. That was an easy, really easy B take. They just got him without uncontested at all. They need to step it up if they
Devour
want to
got
win
that
this
pick
match.
on Rambo, and Bomb is pretty much down already, and they got in some great position. So that is Core picking up the first round as they're moving up onto the A site. A few of the members are all flashed up on the short A catwalk right now. We're watching Org with the bomb. Daff opens up this round with a headshot on Frog. Zet is down below at 60 spawn, taken out very quickly by Devour. More flashes being exchanged. Only 2 members of Complexity left alive. Bomb's been not planted quite yet, but it will be soon as we see Warden trying to push up on the e-rev. Ooh, very nice play by Warden there, but Devour, 6 shots as he gets a headshot on Warden, and nade kill then on Devour. So we're gonna see right now 1 versus 2. Rambo is climbing up the ramp slowly, getting off in his hand, which we don't see very often nearly. So that will be 23 taking Rambo out. Now, not looking such a great start for Complexity here. Going down 2-0 right now, and some would say this map is T-sided or evenly sided. How would you feel that Complexity wants to get when they go back onto offense? How many rounds do they need to get on D to at least keep themselves in the game?
Well, yeah, this map is very even. It depends on the whoever's playing and like the matchup. Like for example, right now Core's playing Complexity, I have no idea, and as you can see right now, Devour's in B, so they're gonna hit B. But for example, my team, we suck on T, but are really good on CT, and it varies between teams. But oh, looks like Core's doing the exact same shot they did first round. That worked very successful, but Devour got double nade and has 27 HP right now, so I wouldn't be expecting him to lead in the B, and the B guys aren't rotating at all.
That's right,
Rambo was off in the first
Torres,
2 rounds, so if they lose here, yeah, if Complexity loses here, like this round, they're gonna be really low on money. They're gonna double off.
Yep, that's right. They're going to be making that charge into there. Zet was at the car, gets killed on 23. There's still 1 member of Complexity in the back of the site. That's Rambo. Finally getting some help from Morton, popping into the door. His last man is Daff. And that was the same strategy we did see at the beginning of this matchup, except Torres was taken out by Frog at the beginning of the round. Right now it's 1 versus 2. Daff getting taken out by a nade from Warden. So it looks like they're trying to run that same kind of strategy. Torres didn't make it quite as far up the catwalk. He was taken out early by Fraud instead of in the first round he was able to get a kill, and Devour was taken out. So you do have the calls going down right on which kind of strategies they're running here. Complexity is kind of playing well, pretty normal setup here. They've got Warden pushing all the way down, so they're playing 3 at A with Fraud up on that ramp, and Rambo offing actually in the back of B. Did we see that much of the season? I can't remember Rambo being much of an opper here, at least on Dust 2.
They've been switching it up. Like recently, I've been seeing Rambo op a lot more in B on Dust 2, and I'm not too sure how good he is at doing it. But oh, that was a nice shot by Devour. And as you can see, Devour's playing a lot better on this map than he was T-side on Inferno, because it's a little more, it's more like open for him to, peek people, get those shots off. Whereas Inferno, it's really close range on T-side. Like it's kind of hard to get a very good score as a T-side offer on Inferno. But this is the map that he's really good at. And right now he's having a little battle. He's gone along a ramp, and this guy just doesn't die. And there you go.
Yeah, he's just sitting in the kind of the middle of nowhere there. He opened the round up with a nice op headshot on Fraud, and finished the round off with 2 op shots, just kind of standing on the A platform, picking off the members of the Complexity as they rotated on the ramp there. And we saw him get a total of 2 kills his T-side at Inferno when they had their loss against Pandemic. Already we see Devour at 8-2 with Carolina Core up 3-1 as we're led into the 5th round of this half. We're going to see Complexity. Looks like they're on a save right now.
Yep,
Warden's trying to push around with just his USP. You see some Deagles coming out. Core is taking note of it. They're still passive over at short A tree. Probably going to make a push up the catwalk. They're going to be running into 3 members of Complexity. They're not really in much of a position at all. They're just sort of running around. They are where they ended up at after the first 45 seconds here. So Fraud does.
Sorry, this is one of the problems with why having double oppers on maps like Dust 2, for example, because if you start losing the first few rounds or whatever like that, you're gonna be saving. For example, Rambo and Fraud have been opping the first 2 rounds. For the first 4 rounds, I mean, sorry. And as you can see, they save right now. And for other teams, like for example, Venom's another team, Subjacks. But Zid and Brar, they're the main operators for that team, and sometimes you even see Exodus with it. And if you lose rounds, it costs you a lot of money. My team's the exact same way. Sometimes we even 3-op. It's just the way it is. But you better win those rounds. But if you lose them, your team's going downhill, and then you have to adjust. And it's just not a pretty sight if you start losing.
Yep, that's exactly what we're going to see out of Complexity. We've got Fraud pushing up on Short A with an M4, but he's flashed right now, trying to hide behind the box, as we're going to see the Core trying to make a move up on the Short A right now. Wardens that each get a kill for themselves. Flash is being exchanged as they're trying to commit up there with Storm taking Org out. That means the bomb is down, and Complexity is going to need this round. If they would have lost this one, they would have been out of money again, and now, at least with this, they can build up some momentum. They're going to need, in my opinion, at least 4 rounds to go into T-side. I think they do you can never count this Complexity team out, as they really were on top of the world. Well, right before the season started, nobody would have doubted them whatsoever. But right now, so we're going to see Devour with the bomb taking Rambo out, as he's going to bring out the Devour shots. He sees someone in CT spawn. Another member of Complexity is Storm. Both in spawn there. I don't know what Storm's doing. Just running into Devour's op. Devour knows where Warden is. Does he want to sit there? He's got 7 seconds left. He's got to go right after him as soon as he Deagle versus Warden. Devour! Whoa! Just throwing it down, man. What happened there? Why? Warden just kind of ran into spawn. Did you do that? Why would you do that? I don't...
That was Storm. That was just pure impatience right there. Like, there's no reason... Like, when the stuff like that happens, like, they're in trouble now. Now they're saving because of that, like, those dumb plays overall by their team. Like, why? There's no reason to be that aggressive when the time's running down. There's 15 seconds left when he ran down like that. If anything, they should have just waited for the bomb to plant at least, because it's not like money's a big situation right now, of course, since they're winning. They won 4 rounds, I believe, in a row, or maybe 3. Money wasn't that big of a deal for them, and there's just no reason for that. Right now, you can see they're on a save round for the 2nd time this match already, and it's only the 7th round.
Yep, that's right. That'll be Core up 5-1 right now. Complexity on a save round. I don't know what exactly they were thinking about that round. That could have been, probably is going to be the round that's going to shut down this match and kick them out of playoff contention, because we are in the lower brackets. Winner goes on, loser does not. Rambo in the back of B gets a headshot on Daff, but Oryx quickly takes him out. We're going to see a push into the B bomb site with Torres in control of the bomb vault to get the bomb planted. Fraud is joined with the rest of his members. Storm getting a USP kill. Warden still in the doorway with that Deagle, and they're going to have to push in and get a couple quick kills or stop the bomb plant at least. Warden running in kind of lonesome there. Fraud still stuck on an angle. They're just not firing in all cylinders here, Garrett. We saw Warden running in by himself. Fraud just kind of chilled outside there. Not looking good for this Complexity team. They kind of just given up here. I mean, just not a well-oiled machine that we wanted to see.
You can never count out Complexity, but right now they're not looking too hot. 6-1. If they lose this round again, they're going to be famishing the very last round. And let's see, Rambo, what kind of he has? He has an op. There you go. Him and Fraud, both. Yeah, Fraud doesn't have an op, which is very unusual. If I was Rambo, I'd give him the op for this, since he's the more consistent player. And but look, as you can see, the bomb is Devours and B tunnel again. So what do you think that means? And now it's going to be between him and Rambo needs his pick. If he doesn't get this pick, then it's over.
Yep, they're doing the same strategy here. They're going to work up Short A, flash Fraud down on that ramp there, and then make a push into this B bomb site. So we're going to...
They saw I think they saw Rambo in the back of the site.
Daff opens it
there you
up,
go.
but they get... Yeah, excellent call. They got a good nade kill, good teamwork out of this team. Taking Rambo out just with a couple nades. Don't even need to fire at him. 23 taking that out. That means 2 versus 4 for this round. Warden and Fraud up against Devour or Daff in 23. This is a steep task, but they have to have this round. So they have to try it. They know that easily gives them an opportunity. Fraud and Devour both taking the kill on Daff and Devour. Org is right below Warden. He takes him out. 23 is his last man standing. He gets it opset.
That's Sunny, by the way.
Oh, Sunny's easier to say than 23.
Yes, it is.
Left bracket, right bracket, left bracket. A 7-1.
Yeah. Watch Complexity now with their guns. You can see just Colts and Fantasies. There's gonna be no ops. But I don't understand why. Like, Rambo's a great player, but for him to constantly be opping at B when it hasn't been working, as you can see, they've only won one round, and that round was in A. if he should have colted B and just played hide behind boxes, kind of flashing and all that stuff, and smoking out their smoke so they can't see through it. And as you see, Devour is going B again. Oh, not sorry, I thought that was the same shot. Right now they're just being more passive, waiting for pushes. As you can see, they're setting up a 2-1-2 right now. Actually, no, it's 2-1-1. Actually, the T side. But you can see they're playing two guys in B right now because they're paranoid about it. Zed has a deagle. If I was them, they'd have to. Yeah. As usual, as you can say. But Core is trying something new, and they're going long right now since they do have no ops. They probably know that, but they need to step. The complexity is playing sloppy right now.
Yeah, Fraud's actually trying to put money on top of the platform with an M4 alone. Not
exact point is that.
Yep, that just running
rushing in the middle randomly.
This time it's not effective for him, so he's taken out of the round right now. Devour and Org both throwing down some headshots. Warden comes in on catwalk. He's still there. Rambo does finish off Org. So last man standing is Sunny with the bomb. He does plant it. He knows where Warden is, so he's going to step out, try to get an AK spray. Instead, Warden finishes him off. So that means they're going to have 2 rounds going into the second half here of Complexity versus Carolina Core. Geez, you know, I've seen some, I'm sure you and us and all of our viewers have seen some pretty crazy comebacks, but the way that this team is playing, you gotta feel comfortable being Carolina Core right now.
Yeah, like, Complexity did play a sloppy half. It is 7-2, which they needed that last round, but it is 7-2. Complexity can easily still come back from this. Like, for example, you look at Core's ping, like, you know, Zap has 98, like, they're all, like, relatively, they're being out-pinged by Complexity 7 Zap, he just makes it look worse, but Complexity can easily still come back from this, no problem. Like, anytime you have Complexity, there's always a chance for them to come back. And, as I think, Core's not, they're kind of a random, like, CD-sided team of, on Duster. They do, like, 1-1s and A, and so, yeah, they're more skill-oriented, and, like, they just kind of flash and they'll peek you and, like, push you. And if Devoured gets like avoided with the op, then they should be able to win this no problem for like as many rounds as they can at least. But
yeah,
Devoured, he's the rotator, so he's going to be exposed with a lot of them.
Yep, that would be DAP opening up this round on Warden with Fraud taking DAP out in the op. That's Carolina Core on defense here. They've already got 7 rounds against Complexity's 2 rounds, so Complexity needs to come win out. That gets kill on Torres up on short A. Storm taking out Sunny on that rotate. Last man standing is Devour. He knows where Storm is. Gets a nice op shot on him. 1 versus 3 though. And you know,
he'll get 2.
It's 1 versus 3, but it's in the hands of Devour, and you know that guy. You can never count him out. Rolling backwards, fade away AK headshot onto Devour there. So that's good. They got a round there for Complexity. That'll put them up to 3 rounds. Still gonna need another 7 rounds if they want to come away with the win. Looks like
Daps are disconnected.
Dap has left.
Who knows?
Maybe it's configuring, who knows? It'd be kind of interesting to see what happens with him if he's going to come back. No one's called for a pause yet, because that did happen after the match started. However, Fraud was taken out at the beginning of the round. Devour taken out at the start of this round as well by Zed. So we're going to see only 3 members of Core alive, only 4 of them in the server. Not quite sure what is the reason for that.
Go a little faster than normal now. They might try to take advantage of this and try to get as many rounds as they can. And Core actually doesn't even know where Dapstar went. Looks like they might have to get Lucid to set up and play in this, but he's nowhere to be found. But
yeah, this is definitely going to be in Complexity's favor here. You know, they got to be happy at least seeing.
Not yet. They haven't won the round yet.
That's true, because we do have Torres defending outside there, and another member in the window. Bombs planted by Rambo. Only 3 members left because Orig's coming around. He's been just sick with his rifle this entire playoffs. Getting a good kill on Warden, and Torres throwing, you see that, like a bouncy ball grenade.
Oh, and they win the round.
Comes in, gets the defuse, so...
you can never count a Core, really.
Soon here, I guess.
Yeah.
That would mean that going into pause, we did see Fraud ask Core, you know, if he's coming back. Core says, we don't know, so I guess we'll see if they're going to find a substitute to come in here, or some kind of reasoning here. So with them winning that round, that will mean that Core has 8 rounds already. So 8 rounds to Complexity's 3 rounds. That means Complexity's going to have to win out here, Garrett, if they don't want to go into overtime. Gonna be rough. to
Yeah,
say the
right now
least.
Sonny's saying that Chad's being packeted and he just called Dolvin. And it looks like maybe the Complexity fanboys aren't liking this too much, so they're taking it out on Dasta. I don't know why they wouldn't take out Devour or something, but they decided to choose a Strat Caller, which is just as good. But good call by them. I give them a little credit for that one. But right now it's not looking too good for Complexity. They just lost a round where there's 4 guys and they got the entry kill, so it was 5-on-3. And Torres and Oik came back and won it. As you can see, a very key point in that retake of B was setting a B flanker like through B tunnel. If you don't do that, there's only 2 entrances you can come into B, and that's the window and the double doors. And the window is not like things get crowded if you have more than 2 or 3 guys. So setting that flanker is always key. You always have to kill the guy watching the tunnel, because once you do that, everyone in the site and in the back of the platform then get paranoid because they can come from 3 different directions. And you need to kill that guy in tunnel, whoever's watching the tunnel, whatnot, and then makes the B take that much easier. But if you don't do that, you're in trouble, and most likely you will lose the round.
Yep, so it's a lot like Complexity, just not playing up to par. They're playing a little defeated almost, because we saw that round, Org coming on the flank through B tunnels, like you said, and he initiated the retake there between him and Torres. Not something that I would normally expect out of Complexity, to leave the flank open from tunnels so easily, especially with so many members alive out of the team. Kind of a little bit of a disappointment. This whole kind of playoffs has been a little bit tricky here, as we saw Optics take out take out Complexity and send them down to this match. #1 seed Guardians lost to the Optics. They have if I can talk.
They
lost to
also
Optics.
lost to can't remember who it was, but they lost
The Venom
to as well. Yeah,
Venom played against
Mopped the
Guardians,
floor with
and
them.
just got worked out. So that was your #1 seed. They're already gone. Possibly gonna see Complexity, you know, the team known around the world for being the best CS team in the world, possibly going to be knocked out very quickly here by a very good core team. So if this does go on with core winning, we'll see Carolina Core versus the Dallas Venom on Contra coming up next here. That'll be kind of interesting, seeing Contra, kind of a different map selection, especially playing CGS rules. The map is quite large. What do you expect out of that? Is there just going to be a lot of A and B rushes? Not a lot of time to rotate on that map, really.
Yeah, it's also for Contra. It depends really on the team. Like if they decide, if they like to, for example, Contra, like my team, we generally like to rush that map like basically every round, like because we suck on that map and we always lost. So maybe that's not the best idea. But people, like for example, Contra will be it'll be whoever wins this match. So Core, which I'm sorry, I'm calling it right now. They're winning. There's no way. The way Complexity's playing right now is sloppy as hell. Plus the set has the 150 ping, which never helps. But so it'll be Core versus Venom, and that will become more of an AWP battle. And I will have to put my money on Venom actually pulling a quote-unquote upset on that one, because they have Brar, they have Zid, they have Exodus, and all of them can op actually. It's just those are the top 3, I guess, in order. Like it would be Zid the main opper, Brar the second main opper, then Exodus, who's like that, you know, he's versatile, you can use it whenever he wants. Even Haynes can do that too. But now out of all that, on a map like Contra, it's very wide, so those ops are going to be key. If you're not opping, it's kind of hard to play passive with the Colt. So I will be expecting, let's say, I think it's Zid. I think he ops left. I think it's B, I believe, where the there's 2 openings, the very high opening, the upper opening, and the lower opening that's connected to the sewer. We'll have Brar probably opping the crossing and middle, peeking that constantly, and then at B, I'm not sure if they're going to be opping at that, but I expect like Exodus and let's say Haynes to be playing that, like playing aggressive or something like that. But
yeah, it's
going to be interesting. I will put my money on Venom for that.
Yeah, and especially because Brar and Zed, very aggressive style operators, and Contra's a map where you can very aggressively use the op. That should be definitely interesting. I'm kind of surprised seeing it just being played in the lower brackets between Venom and the winner of this Complexity and Core. Again, if you're just joining us right now, we are waiting for the Dafster, who lagged out or disconnected, saying that he was being packeted. A little bit of curiosity there, you Complexity fans, maybe trying to help out a little bit. I don't know, I can't confirm it, but we are going to be waiting for him to jump back in, or maybe we'll be seeing another member substitute here. So while we're waiting,
oh, maybe not.
Almost.
Yeah, I just saw my friend's list. He's joining the server right now, so looks like they're about to get underway any second now. You'll never see him connect to the server, I don't think, but any second now they'll be going live, and it'll be, I believe it's 1-1. Has he defused yet? I think it's 1-1, but...
Yep, I think he either already won the round or he defused it. So that would be Torres finishing the rounder. And this, right now, if you're just joining us, this is Complexity against Carolina Core Lower Bracket Finals. I am Justin Placebo Knutson, joined by my guest caster tonight, Garrett of the Chicago Chimera, with our man Mayday on video here. So that would be Daff joining back into the server. We're going to be going live action again. Complexity right now is down 8 to was it 3? I believe they have 3 rounds.
8 to 3, yes, 8 to 3.
And so that would be the 3rd round of this second half. Complexity only 3 rounds. So I'm gonna watch Fraud try to find someone crossing. Doesn't get
Looks
a
like
hit
they're gonna be doing their B split. Complexity has a very solid B split on this map, and I normally would expect them to actually have done it earlier than this. It usually works for them, and it looks like they're setting up to do it. But they have a good B split on this map, and actually, funny enough, because Core does have one as well, but I don't think they did it on their side. But right now, it looks like that's what they're gonna do. I don't know who's waiting outside long A right now, but Zet with no, I thought he had the bomb there. He's just gonna be faking middle and catwalk for them. It is gonna end up being a split for sure. Storm gets the entry kill, and it's actually not split. They just decided to hit straight up.
Yeah, that's Devour taking Storm now. Bomb's in the site already though, so...
Yeah.
That'd be Fraud taking out the op at the door. Bomb has made its way in. Zet was taken, or Storm was already taken out, excuse me. Rambo does take Devour out. Nice little door kill. So kills being exchanged. Zet with, you know, that crazy European style. He's just coming around on the flank, of course. And Complexity picking up another almost easy looking round. They just kind of strolled back into the B site after taking Sunny out, and just, you know, didn't look too like much of a struggle. Just let Zet kind of run around and do his thing while they work their split. And
for some reason I see them dropping Deagles in spawn, unless they're saving, which I don't think they should have been, because it's only been 3 rounds. But it looks like they might actually be saving this right now with Deagles. I have no idea how they're that poor, because I've only been seeing one op from Core on this side so far. So this actually is confusing, but let's just roll with it, I guess.
Be playing it safe, I suppose, since
possibly, that's another good point, yeah. They might want to rather save now than having to save twice in a row.
Yep, exactly, and save twice in a later on. Right now we're seeing Zet working up short A, getting 2 quick kills. He's with his entire team. Rambo has the bomb and an op. Storm's covering down the B lower rotate, so he's going to run into Devour here in 1 second as the bomb's going to be planted. Fraud jumping down to try to pick out CT spawn. Yeah, weird eco round right now. They have only lost 2 rounds already in this half. Putting them on eco, but like you're saying, they could just be saving, making sure, because Complexity is going to have to go on a long win streak if they want to even get this thing into overtime, since the Venom are right now, the Core right now are sitting on 8 rounds. They need 1 more to force overtime, 2 more to win. This is only the 4th round, which Complexity are picking up, putting them into 4 rounds themselves. So this could be shaping up to be a more interesting match.
Yeah, this actually makes it more interesting now, because if they actually were indeed saving it because they're low on money, that means Complexity now has the option to completely control the money situation from the Core. And basically, if they win this round right now, that'll probably leave Devour without his op. And right now, it looks like they're all setting all 5 through B tunnel. Maybe they're deciding to test Devour right now. Maybe he doesn't have an op, which I'm pretty sure he does, though, because him Cool thing would be pretty ridiculous. But yeah, he does have his op. And Core does play a 1-1 in B in middle, so they probably found the weakness. Right now they're doing the B split that they're so good at doing, but Devour's playing behind that rock was hard to cover. It was hard to get killed. Sunny dies at B right now, as you can see. Devour's stuck at the window, very blind, as you can see. He has no idea where he is right now.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm blind right now as well, but they're probably inside playing right now. And unless they send a guy in the B tunnel flank, they're going to be losing this round.
Excuse me, I just focused in. Bomb was being fake planted by someone there. They were going to flash out. Finally, it does go down. Fraud sticking in the corner there, gets a nice shot on Devour, just trying to come through the window. Orig was taken out by Rambo on that rotate through B tunnel. Somebody's actually watching him this time. Good to see him taking a little one, but Daff coming in big with 2 kills on Storm and Fraud. Rambo comes out of B tunnels to finish him off, though. So is this looking a little familiar?
Maybe they're saving. Yep, see, now they're saving, so they actually were low on money. So now the situation is now that every round that they have to save and they come back to the very next round and buy, if they lose that, chances are they're going to be low for the next round. So right now, actually, Complexity's not out of this. They're not even close out of this, because right now they're controlling the money situation. And the 16K is kind of weird for me to say that, but that's what they're doing right now. And,
Well, it's kind of a mirror
unless
of
Core starts
last
playing
half,
better,
huh?
then yeah, like that's 2 saves already. This is the 2nd save. It's the 5th round. I was commenting on Complexity having to save twice after the 7th round. And this has only been 5. So, oh my god, what
some
the
sick
hell just happened?
bingo work out of Fraud. Getting 3,
Yeah.
I think that was a 3
Three
kill,
in a row.
1 clip round for their Fraud there. He pumped 3 bullets into 1 and 2 nice little 1-digs there to finish
Get
him
ready
off.
for those godfake trolls to be all over that and posting up clips of that.
Oh, you know it's going to be all over the place. Everybody's got to be happy with Complexity. This is going to be exciting because this is going to put another win on Complexity's side. That's going to bring them up to 7 rounds to Core's 8. This is kind of a mirror image of last half where we had Core actually just controlling and dominating, and they were up 5-1 at one point as well. So this is going to make it interesting.
Yeah.
Core might have some money. Who knows? I don't think they're going to have quite a full buy for
Complexity
everything.
does something very sloppy, actually. They just let... Basically, they had guns down on Catwalk, and they just let Sunny go up there and grab a free AWP that's going to be given to Devour. And now if Devour... He's going to drop that Devour right now, as you can see, he just did. Like, if Devour starts opping to people now, that's going to really bite him in the ass. So that was really stupid by them, not like... just giving up those guns on Catwalk for them to save out, especially when they know they're low on money. That could actually really save them in the later round.
Yep, so we'll be going into the 7th round right now. Complexity versus the Carolina Core. Devour did pick up that op from Sunny. Daff opening up on Zet on the Catwalk to start the round off. Being very aggressive there as Warden does get that kill back quickly. However, rotations are being made. Nades going up there, but Warden getting 2 AK headshot. He's going to open that sight up a little bit. The only man standing will be Devour in CT spawn with Org. And, well, Sunny, all 3 of them are down in CT spawn. Not in great positions for rotations right now. As Devour and his buddy are going to be working up to Catwalk. 4 versus 3 right now. Fraud kind of in a weird situation, standing there with the up, but he's working out with Rambo right now. Rambo's been holding his own right. As Devour comes in, gets a USP kill, 23 Sunny. Finally takes Sunny out, but now it would be... Yep, as he's hit by a nade. Warden come out and finishing that off. That means 6-1 on this half.
Looks like the low on money this round. They might be low on money. They might even have to save this round if they... Oh, nope,
well,
they're buying up.
They got to buy to win really right now.
Yeah, they want to win, they're going to buy right now. I think, as you can see, they're doing it. But the thing about Core is that the problem is... Oh, unless the dog gets his pick middle, which he does not. But Core does not change their strategy. They do the same thing constantly, and it's so, like, obvious to what they're going to be doing. And they need to switch it up more often. Right now they're being like they're playing 1B, 1 window, okay? At least they haven't got middle for support this time, but they constantly do the same thing over and over again. They don't adapt to their team, and that's their problem because they rely on their skill way too much.
Yeah, we've seen them in the same setup as they always have been with Daft pushed up on Catwalk. Devour covering B from that doorway as he does get 2 quick kills with Sunny still cleaning up on Storm. Devour still outside the bomb site while Sunny's trying to fight around with Fraud. Don't always stay alive for so long. Finally is taken out. And Devour opened that round up with an up headshot and a quick 2nd one. And these rounds are a lot easier with Devour taking 2 members out. So that would be, right now, 9-8 between Carolina Core and LA Complexity. It's all going to come down to this round. Will we see overtime? Or we can see Core moving on right now. As we're going to watch the bomb on Rambo working into upper tunnels, doing that same kind of 4-1B split. Devour still playing in the window. Same setup as usual, but Daft being ultra aggressive. Takes out Zet, but trades that kill for Rambo down in the lower tunnel. Kind of on a suicide mission there. And same setup, we'll see Sunny in the back of the site on the platform while Devour is helping him out from the middle window. Sunny does get a kill on Storm. Bomb is in the hands of Rambo. Outside of the site with Devour. Sick off headshot on Warden.
And there's the match.
The nade that wins it all and sends the Complexity packing home with nothing to gain from this tournament. They're out quick. 0-2 for Complexity. 2-1 out tonight. That's going to move our friends at Carolina Core over to the next round of play against the Dallas Venom. You know, I guess I should say that it's not surprising simply because, you know, their season kind of went this whole way anyway. But to see, you know, the Kings of Complexity out so soon, very, very interesting.
Yeah, they started off, they did really well. There was 6-1 right there, for example. But I was not a very big fan of the decision from Rambo to hit B twice the last 2 rounds, because they were taking at the beginning. Yes, that's perfectly fine. But when you have a chance to shut out the core and win the round, why would you go towards their best players? Okay, like Sunny and Devour are their best skilled players, and they both play the same site and area. Why would you attack the most skilled area of the map when you're 1 round off of being tied and 2 off of being the win? So then I don't understand why they just want to split A, because it's a lot easier to take A than B against that team, especially. But I wasn't a big fan of that. They did at the early rounds take B, no problem with that. But don't push your luck, okay? Because to constantly take B on Sunny and Devour is not the most common thing to do. So just be content with the 3 rounds they did. They won by doing that.
Yep.
But they need to switch
only
again. They need to adapt and push it up.
comes in and gets those headshots, gets 2 kills. When Devour's in the window or the doorway, it's not very often where he's not going to at least open it up with one of the first kills or get more before he does take his death out. So that would be Complexity out of playoffs right now, losing to Carolina Core in the lower brackets. The next round of play will be on D Contra between Dallas Venom and the Carolina Core, fighting to stay alive in this tournament here on www.erev.tv. My name is Justin Placebo Knudsen, joined by Garrett from the Chicago Chimera as a guest caster. We're going to go on a little bit of commercial break, take a little rest. We'll be back for this next cast covering the Dallas Venom and Carolina Core on the Contra. Unless somebody steals it from us, who knows? I don't know. We'll find out, but stay tuned.
Campfire! Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say that.
e-rev, applied directly to the forehead. e-rev, applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor-to-head related injuries. View at your own risk.